Good morning, good morning, good morning. Golden Grace here. How's everyone today? I hope everyone is great. I am making this video today to give you guys a little bit more insight into who I am and why I have become who I am at 64 years old, going on 65. Yes, I'm part of the generation that was born in 64 to 60. I'm sorry, to 1946 to 1964. um, the baby boomers, 1946 to 1964. That's the baby boomer generation I was born into. To immigrant parents, yes, immigrant parents from Jamaica. They met and married in 1958 in New York, and I came along in 1960. So in 1960, I was born, and then I have a brother born in 61. We are actually Irish twins, as they say, Irish twins, because we're less than a year apart. So mom and dad moved to Jamaica. They went to Jamaica for about 6 months or so that my mom could introduce my dad now to her family. And they were there for a while. And I believe that was the Windrush generation going on over in London, in England, where there were a lot of people from Jamaica that had migrated over to England. So one of my dad's older sisters got in touch with my dad and said to my dad, come to England. You get work there. It's a nice environment. Or it was up and coming because the war, they were still renewing and refurbishing London because of the war that had taken place. It was still going on in the early 60s. So my dad decided to move there, move us all there. So mom, dad, myself, and my brother, we all went to London. So we lived in Southeast London in a lovely home. And we always had relatives around, always a cousin living, always relatives close by, always. It's always been about family. My family has always been about family. Close-knit, helping the other one, close-knit, bringing the other one over, close-knit, living together, close-knit, just how we are. Uncle lived there, and just all of us lived in this house. And then I went to primary school, my brother went to school, and we lived in London. I had another brother born in London in 64, and then we came back to the United States in 68. The climate there can be very difficult for those that are from Jamaica. Their background is tropical, of course, as we know, Jamaica, but it's an environment that can be very cold. And my mother suffered with chilblain, and then I had a brother that suffered with a lot of different sicknesses. And when my mom took him to the doctor explained that when parents or when adults are from a tropical climate and they come to a cold climate like London, the children tend to suffer with different sicknesses that they wouldn't have suffered with otherwise living in a warmer climate. So they thought it best that we move from London now back to the United States. So we came back to the United States in 1968. We came back to Long Island. Again, family. We're living on Long Island. Most of our families living in Brooklyn, living in Queens, but family, always Sunday dinner, always a traditional Sunday dinner. It's a must. Rice and peas is a must. Fried plantain is a must. That's just how it is. So anyway, we lived like that, and we lived, then I had another brother in 1970, and we lived on Long Island and grew up, and, time went on. I finished high school, and I had my daughter at a very young age. Anyway, so my children now, I've gotten married, gotten divorced, and my children now are up in age. They're up in age. My youngest will be 40. My youngest will be 40 in December. My eldest is 46 in next year, and my middle child is 42. So yeah, time has gone on. So as I've gone on in life, we will always go to church. We're always involved in church. We're always, singing on the choir, involved. Okay. So what has brought me to here right now to start this channel is recently, in the early part of this year, I was going to school. I've gotten my nursing degree in '92. I then went back to school because certain things happened in nursing that was a little disturbing to me. I never got my bachelor's in nursing, but I went on and got a bachelor's in social science. And then I decided to pursue a master's in religious leadership. Well, as time has gone on and time has changed, we can see the world is changing, and we know the world is changing. And there are those that wanted to change even more. Yeah. So I was in school and I'm doing these classes and I'm trying to get this master's in religious leadership, and it became painful. I said, gosh, this is painful. Why is this painful? Why are the topics that I have to write on painful? Why does it feel like someone is literally peeling the skin slowly off my body? And my first line of defense is my skin, right? Our skin is our first line of defense. So I says, oh my God, why do I feel like I'm being tortured? I don't know why I felt that way. And I says, oh God, this is not good. I'm supposed to be feeling, really, excited, really like, wow, I'm, grasping, Bible, I'm grasping the word, I'm grasping, and God is grasping me while I'm grasping it, right? Some of the topics I had to write about, is Jesus a feminist? Is God a white male chauvinistic pig? Some of this stuff was starting to really at me. I said, I can't do this. Meanwhile, I did get some good grades. I got an A and I got an A minus. But I says, okay, I got to eke through this. I got to get through this. I got to get through this. I got to get through this. But in the meantime, I sat down and it was May 1st. It was May 1st of this year, 2024. And I went to AI and I said to AI, let me tell you, let me speak to you. Let me talk to you. I got a question to ask. I need to start a YouTube channel at some point, and I need to talk about women going up in age, like myself, turning 65 soon. And I mentioned at that time it was Black women. I said, how do I go about doing this? What do I name it? What do I talk about? And it explained to me and gave me the name for my channel, Golden Grace. Because when you turn 65, you're going into your golden years. So I said, wow, I love the name of this channel. But at the same time, here I was now nervous. I was nervous about coming up with how to go about it, how to sit down in front of a camera, how to talk, how to be organic, how to be real, how to be open, how to be fresh, how to be all of that. And I just didn't know how to go about it. I kept going on in my mind, going to work and coming home and, doing this and doing that and living life. But at the same time saying, oh, I don't know about this. But it started giving me a different look about the church. And I think I'm digressing when I just said that. I'm talking about how do I start the channel? But church just popped into my head. Anyway, I'll get back to that. So I said, okay. And then it hit me. I said, Denise, put all fear aside. Put all fear aside. So I want to tell all of you, ladies, men, but mostly ladies that I'm speaking to, put all fear aside. If you have it going on in your head and going on in your head and ruminating, it probably is time to do something step on it. We are so gifted. We are so beautiful. We are so sweet. We are so loving. We are so giving. And we don't look at ourselves enough. Now, this is what brings up the word church and us coming together in church. We can go to church. Most of us in church are women of color. We give and we give and we give and we give in church. We're there on Sunday. We're there on Friday. We're there on Wednesday. We're into Bible study, everything. And after a while, it almost, we give up everything, right? Because we say, okay, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. We become celibate. We say, oh no, we're not doing this. We're not doing that. Yeah, we will drink a little wine. Yeah, okay. But we won't do some other things, right? We say, oh no, we can't do that because that crosses the line. But we're in church. We're in church. And after a while, we're looking at that person. We're looking at this person and that person. And they're all growing and they're getting their degrees and they're doing this. But we just sitting there. We're coming in and we're sitting there and we're sitting there. We're giving and we're there and we're giving of ourselves. And our family will tell us, you know, you're doing a whole lot. You're doing a whole lot. You know, you're giving a whole lot. Well, you know, you need to kind of regroup. But you just, no. I'm in it. I'm in it. And then you realize you're stagnant. Like, I'm stagnant. Something's not right. Just like when I was in school doing my master's. I said, no, I'm not going any further. I just can't do this anymore. Something's not right. Something's not right. I gotta pursue something else. I have to evolve a little bit more. I have to become more of who I am or what I have down in me. Because it'll rob you. It'll rob you. You'll keep going and going and going. And that's why the young people have issues with church. They have issues with church. I know that after the pandemic occurred, a lot of us stopped going, and we do it online, or we do it in our own home, or we worship God. But the young people are seeing it differently. They're seeing it differently. You know, when I was 26 or so, and yes, I'm a grandmother, and I have a 26-year-old granddaughter, and I have a 16-year-old granddaughter, and I have 2 other little granddaughters that are 9 and 8. So I'm grandma too. I became a grandmother at 38 years old. And I'm telling you, that one hit me. But anyway, I'm telling you, the church and the young people, they see something different. They don't see transparency. They don't see realness. They see a lot of things that are fake. They see people living double lives. They see a lot. And I don't know at that time if we could have been that way. We couldn't have. We had to follow the plan that our parents said we had to follow. We have to listen. We have to obey. And we kept that in us. We kept that in us. But as time has gone on, we can see that the young people look at things a lot different. So anyway, I just thought I'd bring this up. I just thought I'd talk about a little bit about me and who I am. I don't know if I gave too much information. But it's who I am, right? Transparency. Transparency. And just being real. And I don't like the fake. And I don't like the thief. And I don't like the liar. And that's me, Denise. A little bit more about who I am. God bless you all. I hope this resonated with somebody. I hope I was able to help somebody. I know I can be controversial. I know I can say some things that rub people wrong. That's Denise. I don't have many friends either, but that's okay. I don't keep many friends around me. I don't do that. Family, family, and family, family. I love you guys. Walk good. Bless yourselves. I bless you. This is Golden Grace signing off. Until next time. Love you. Bye.